Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Live Life in Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you could make it. I hope you're all doing well. Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at what you need to know about your money and finances for the month of July 2020. So let's go right into what's happening for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you are looking to strengthen bonds concerning your money and finances. Overall, you have moving on. So there's something going on around your money and finances that you want to move on from, something that is not making you happy, or you're not satisfied, or you're unfulfilled by it. And so you're looking to see how you can strengthen that bond, or see what you might need to initiate to have something new to happen, because you do have underneath that the chakra, throat chakra here. And the throat chakra is talking about there may be something that you may need to speak up about, or you're going to speak up about, or there's some sort of communication that's coming in around or concerning money and finances for you in the month of July. But with the throat chakra, here is saying that there's a need for to speak up. There's a need to speak up. Underneath that, there's challenging times. So there's some sort of challenges around money here that you're dealing with, where there's a need for you to focus, or you may be needing to change a focus either on your part or who you're dealing with here, because you're looking to strengthen bonds and move on. So whatever it is that you're dealing with around money and finances, there may be an issue around the opportunity. There may be an issue around what's being presented to you. There may be you may not be very motivated or desire what action is taking place, or what the initial action is that is occurring here, or there's an initial action you want to see happen here, with strengthening bonds. So there's something that you want to shore up here, okay, that it's around perhaps your ability to take the lead in this situation in order for you to move on from it. And you're going to have to see what you can do, what you can initiate, or perhaps there's a new idea that you want to put in place of the idea around money that's being shown to you, or the action that's trying to take place or taking place. Now, you do have self-worth. So I feel with self-worth, I feel this is about you needing to have a strong sense about your value, or what you have a right to, or what you deserve when it comes to your money and finances. Now, there can be a divine masculine that's you're connected to or dealing with about your money and finances. But I also feel that there may be some issue around how you're being valued, or or the lack of value. Basically, be careful that you're not being gypped out of your money, or being played for your money, um, or not given what you deserve or have a right to here. With the divine masculine energy, this could be you dealing with a boss, or someone that's an authority, or this may be you needing to be a boss, or be the leader, or be the authority. But this is also saying there's a need for you to have a lot of focus about what's going on around your money and finances situation, and your ability to take control of the situation, or be careful about how or who could be trying to take control of your money and finances, where your financial self-worth, or your financial worth, there can be some sort of issue around that, some sort of problem, some sort of complication. I feel like somebody trying not to give you what you're supposed to have, or you may be being lied to, or someone may be trying to put on a front, something like that, where there's a need for you to get clarity and get some understanding here, what you see underneath. There's a need for you to get some understanding here around this situation, and perhaps take it in a new direction, and away from the direction that someone may be trying to take it towards, because if you don't strengthen a bond or see what it is that you can initiate, or you take the lead on this, there may be some destruction around your money and finances. Okay. And it's concerning some sort of commitment that you are either in, or commitment that you're looking at that's about to happen, or someone that's trying to get you committed to. You also have unawakened. So, unawakened, I feel, is saying there's a need for you to have an awareness about what's going on with your money and with who you're dealing with, as far as what you're getting. Now, someone may be counting on you to not have awareness, or lack awareness around your money and finances situation, where there may be a focus on trying to give you less than what you are worth or have a right to here. Okay. So you want to be a good manager of this. I also want to say that with self-work, there's a need for you to be mindful that you have the ability to organize. There's a need for you to think positively about your own self-worth and your own value, that you bring to the table financially, or in terms of what needs to happen with money, or how you handle money, or what you can do to handle money here, where you can organize, take control, and you have the ability to get validation by what it is that you want to build or create. Okay, there may be something that you need to be mindful about, or aware to what's valid. You do have conclusion here, so there's something that you're trying to get brought to a close, right? But there's a key here. There's a key to this. All right, there's a key to this, and that you have the ability to unlock, or you can allow to be closed off to you. Either way, there's going to be a conclusion here for you, and that conclusion has a lot to do with how you decide to initiate to strengthen the bond, whether it works for you or works for somebody else and not for you. And your self-worth, you being able to have the confidence around this, is important, and that you are aware of what's going on, or what you need to do, or what someone else is doing or trying to do. You do have divine timing here. So with divine timing here, I feel like this is something that timing is important. You do have a clock, right? I also feel with divine timing that this is around, for some of you, this is divine. Okay, this is happening, or the divine is supporting you, is what I want to say. But with divine timing here, I feel like your ability to get a conclusion to something around what you want to validate, or that needs to be validated, and with regard to what you want to receive, or whether or not you can receive, because you have received here, so this is something you can get, has to do with how you time your efforts with this. So you want to be aware in terms of how you respond. But with divine timing here, this is being orchestrated. This is being orchestrated. There's an air of orchestration here. The divine's hand is at hand here, but I also feel with divine timing that someone else's hand is involved, and maybe even yours, or your hand is getting involved in this. You see how it's foggy and cloudy here? So it goes back to needing to be aware, and not lack awareness around the situation, because something around this you can move on from, but there's a need to speak up or to correspond here, and be mindful of the timing. Like, I just feel like you don't want to slouch on this, right? You want to be able to respond, and in a timely fashion, or whatever needs to happen. There needs to be you taking action on this, for you to get the conclusion that you want, by you being that key here, in order for you to receive, because this is something that is for you. Okay, is for you. This can be received. This can be received. Okay. Now, you also have look to the light. Okay, look to the light, and it's right under unawakened. So I feel like with look to the light, this is talking about there's a need for you to have clarity in the situation, making sure that you're seeing things clearly, or something may be in the dark, or something may be being hidden, that there's a need for you to illuminate it, or you're the one to illuminate it, or there's something that needs to be brought to the light here. Okay, something needs to be seen with look to the light. I also feel in terms of your own self-worth, this is you needing to look more towards the light, more towards the possibilities, more towards your ability, more towards your confidence. You have closed the loop, okay? Close the loop. So something there's something going on around your money and finances that there's a need for you to close the gap here. Um, Whatever the loophole is that is being presented or that is happening, there's an ability for you to close the loop. There's an ability for you to be empowered with the loop here, because what I'm seeing here underneath that, it says self-worth impacts net worth. So the way that you close the loop or close the gap on this situation where there may be a loophole, or the way you need something to close, or the way something has the ability to close, will affect your income by your ability to have the confidence to step up and check out what's going on and close the loop, close the gap, or fill in the blank, or for something to not be closed to you. So, looking at your messages, your energy and attitude towards your money and finances, Sagittarius, is you do have judgment. Okay. So, with judgment here is your energy and attitude. This may be you making a judgment call, and you want to be careful not to be misjudged. This may be you being critical of yourself or critical about a money situation. Judgment is also talking about you may be trying to get another chance, or there may be a decision that's going on around money and finances for you that either someone else is making, but I also feel that you have an ability to make. Because whatever the decision is going to be, it's going to have some sort of domino effect. And with that 5 and 6, there's an 11. So the 11 talks about there's a need for you to be mindful to bring balance to the situation, to make sure that the right thing is happening with your money and finances. And then may be a need for you to turn to the rules, or be careful about who is bending the rules. All right. But you want to do the right thing, or make sure whatever's happening around your money and finances, that the right thing is happening. So you want to make the right decision. Okay. So you may be trying to realize or recognize something here, or there's something you're recognizing that's happening around your money and finances situation, because you do have this 10 of Wands as the overall energy. And with this 10 of Wands, this is talking about you trying to relieve yourself of the burden. Someone may be leaning on you concerning money, or you may be feeling overwhelmed. There's some sort of burden that's happening here where um, someone may be trying to lean on you, or someone needs to lean on you for your decision and your ability to rectify the situation, or a need to reflect on the situation with judgment here. But this is with the 10 of Wands, this is you trying to relieve the burdens that's or the pressures that are occurring around this money situation that you're dealing with. Now, because there is two people here, this could be involving your partner, or someone that your money is tied to in some way, where you're feeling the pressure, or perhaps that person is feeling the pressure. But this is about how do you relieve the burden? How do you relieve the pressure of what's going on here? Okay. And bring it to an end. Or how do you take on all the responsibilities around what needs to happen, where there's a burden concerning money, and the decision is significant here, or the ability to rise to the call. Perhaps you're rising to the call here, either about your money situation or someone else's money situation here, but there's a reckoning that needs to happen here. And so in the beginning of July, I also feel like you're making an important decision to rectify and relieve a burden, or bring it into whoever may be leaning on you or leaning on your money and finance situation here to oppress it, or keep you from it, or make you feel like you don't have a right to in some way. I feel like you need to know that you have rights, or you have the ability to make the right decision, or have a successful reconciliation happen here. But it's going to take you standing in your confidence, in your truth, and being aware about what's going on, and you bringing light to the situation, illuminating the situation where something may be hidden, or some sort of hidden agenda may be at play, so that you can close the gap or close the loop, because there's something loose there, something that needs to be tightened up or needs to be closed out. Now, coming into July, the beginning of July, you do have the Knight of Pentacles here. With the Knight of Pentacles in the beginning of July, this is about you being conservative around your money and finances. You might be receiving help or being of help, or you're working hard about your money and finances. This is also perhaps you looking at short-term work projects to do. You may be taking low risk actions towards how you invest or spend money here. This Knight of Pentacles is also talking about you being methodical, coming up with a strategy, taking your time, taking the bull by the horns. But I also feel like this is some sort of stubborn energy that you could be dealing with here. Now, also concerning your money, something could be going too slow, or not moving. The Knight of Pentacles is also saying that um, you want to be careful that somebody else is not trying to slow up or put a stop to your money here with this Knight of Pentacles energy. But I feel like this is you being very methodical, having a strategy here, being very determined, being very focused as it has to do with money and finances in the beginning of July. This is you being of help, or receiving some sort of help, or being conservative, being careful, taking your time, looking at all the details with the focus of getting something done. I also feel you get something done concerning money and finances due to your ability to strategize and be methodical here, and be focused and pay attention to the details, and not let anybody else take the bull by the horn, so to speak, where you should. Or maybe you're taking the bull by the horns for somebody else. There may be a male energy that needs your help about the money situation that they're dealing with, and looking to you to rectify it, or get a decision in your favor to relieve the burden here. And so in the mid July 2020, you do have the star. For some of you, there is an Aquarius that is the focus. With the star here, this is you experiencing healing, or you're the star to whatever needed to happen around this money and finances situation. This is you having everything that you need with the star. Okay, this is you having healing, having that hope, having everything that you need here. But whatever that, there may have been some stubborn energy here, or you had to be very methodical, very strategic, maybe cross all your I's, dot all your T's, or be very careful about your communication, or be very aware about the communication being put to you, or the correspondence that was looking to try to take place, where whatever was unfulfilling to you, you're initiating to strengthen the bond to what it is that you want to create here. And you see healing, because towards the end, at the end of July, you have the Ten of Pentacles, baby. This is stability, this is security, this is restoration, this is maintaining here, okay, with this Ten of Pentacles. So this is you experiencing security around your money, being stable, gaining money here, money improving, money doing good, Sagittarius. Nice. And so your concern with your money is the Nine of Pentacles. So your concern may be whether or not you're going to gain what you want to see happen here, or how to go about gaining what you need to see happen here. The Nine of Pentacles is you may be concerned about how resourceful you may be able to be to take care of what it is that you need to gain here, by you needing to be grounded here, because the 9 talks about there's something that you want to retain or you want to see come into fruition, or there's something that you want to clear up or close out or clear out, right? With this 9 of Pentacles. So you're concerned about whether or not you're going to gain this or be resourceful enough to achieve what you want here around money and finances. The 9 of Pentacles is also talking about if you're going to have that level of security and stability. And there may be something that is a concern that you are single-handedly addressing and concerned about your ability to whether or not you can have it received. Okay, but timing is of the essence, I feel, here for you to strengthen the bond and move on from whatever the issue is, or then a need to be aware of a matter that there may be some unfulfillment around money, that speaking up and being aware and knowing your value or having that confidence to do so is needed, either on your part for your own money situation, or how or who in what way your money may be connected to someplace else or with someone else. Now, your challenge with money is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, you see that eye? I feel like the challenge here is your ability to see what the fuck is happening, okay, in the communication that you are receiving, and for you to be clear about how you plan and communicate as it has to do with your money situation. This Page of Swords is also saying that you want to make sure you have the knowledge. You want to be smart about what's going on around your money and finances here. You want to focus on sticking to the truth and seeing the truth, okay, or uncovering the truth here. Now, with this Page of Swords, this may be about you getting the communication that you want around this, your ability to get the communication that you want around this, or your ability to have something new, a new correspondence, new information, okay, or something, some sort of new strategy here. This is the challenge, okay? With the Page of Swords, I also feel this is talking about there's a need for you to figure out how to protect your money and finances situation here and guard it. And there's a need for you to be able to be very aware. You got the eye here, and then you have unawakened there. So you need to be able to see what's going on. Don't sleep on your money situation here. If something don't feel right, it's probably not right. Your likely outcome, you do have the 3 of Pentacles and Temperance. With Temperance here, this is you showing up in your reading. So with the 3 of Pentacles, this could be talking about work for you, or something that you're working on, whatever it is that you're trying to build towards. With the 3 of Pentacles, here's your outcome. The good thing here is that the 3 of Pentacles is a good omen. This is saying that whatever the hard work you're putting into around your money and finance situation, where there's some unfulfillment or there's something you need to strengthen or shore up or make sure happens, or present a new idea or be mindful of the idea being presented to you, that this is you seeing success with that. This is you seeing money coming in. This is you earning money. This is your money improving here, but it is going to require you having to work on it to see it, right? I also see with the 3 of Pentacles, it says willing to work for sex. So I feel like this is saying that you have to be careful, because be careful of who or what you're dealing with, because someone may be willing to do anything when it comes to money, or keeping you unaware, or keeping you from it. Or there may be a need for you to be mindful of to what extent are you looking to go or do to have something work out around your money and finances here. Nonetheless, with the 3 of Pentacles and Temperance here, this is you working on your money, having that good omen around it, seeing whatever you're working on pay off for you. But with Temperance here, this is going to require careful hands, a lot of adjusting, manipulating the situation. Temperance is also talking about here you working on having a good balance here, or ensuring a good balance. This is making sure you're not overdoing or underdoing something. This is you being patient, examining and re-examining what's going on here, and prioritizing accordingly to what is happening. Because with temperance here, um, it's almost like the slightest thing can fuck up what you're working on, or the slightest thing um, can make it work out. So details are important here. Okay, with the Three of Pentacles, your initial action is important, and being mindful of the initial action of someone else. Your creativity is important here. This is also talking about with temperance that you're focusing on your power to influence and your wisdom and your ability to have power intact here, to take authority, to recognize and acknowledge what needs to happen here with this energy, and your ability to change it or deal with whatever struggle or strife that's going on here, where you're looking to rectify a situation or rise to the call here, but have a resolution or conclusion that allows you to receive and at the value and confidence that you present or have around it. So your money is looking good, but you got to work on it to get it there. Okay. So just be careful, because you have to be tempered here. All right. You have to be measured in your actions and behavior and communication. There's a need to be measured here, or be careful about how someone is measuring what they're going to give or not give towards you. Okay, but there's an ability for you to move on from this, but you're going to have to take the lead here and initiate what needs to happen to strengthen a bond of what needs to occur here. So let's take a look at what your guidance is. You have two cards that came out. The first one is exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. So you have to exercise, you have to do the work, you have to be active towards whatever needs to happen around your money and finances that there's some unfulfillment around, through what you initiate, through you staying motivated, through you pursuing what you desire, through you making the choice to figure out and see what needs to happen in order to receive here. Okay. But you have to put in the work, put in the exercise. Okay. Stay on top of it. And now you have no more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. So no more complaining about what's not happening or what you don't like or you're unfulfilled by. This is spirit letting you know that you have the creativity, you have the ability, you have the drive, you have the ability to pull on your will and take action here, that whatever there's an issue with around, you may be feeling victimized, or that you're being played or taken advantage of here, or your ability to bring it into that being taken advantage here, the potential to be taken advantage here. You have the ability, it's your God-given power, to take your power back in this situation, but also to not give it up. But this requires you having increased confidence, being assertive, and staying positive about your situation and in your capacity to do what needs to happen here and see it happen here. So I hope these messages help, Sagittarius. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.